Good day, and welcome everyone. We are here, chilling in the present moment, over here in nature. The birds chirping, the sun giving us its rays beaming down, the wind waving in. And it's a beautiful day. Recently, someone had DM'd me on Instagram, and they've been talking about how stressed they've been because of other people. So here are 5 ways to deal with people who stress us out. The first thing we can do is search for the good. When we consider all of those challenging things that this individual has brought to us as a chance for us to learn and develop, then we get a clearer vision of what's really going on. The universe is trying to teach us something, and we just need to tap into what that is. The second way to deal with people who stress us out is to don't assume that stress now equals stress later. It's not always necessary for interactions with challenging people to leave us in a state of panic. We can overcome this by taking a step back and really thinking about the things that bother us with this other person and seeing how that affects us in our everyday life. Another way to deal with people who constantly stress us out is to use cognitive reappraisal techniques. This means to consider all of the options that we have to alter the way that we see this circumstance. So you want to take a step back and think about everything that's going on and see, is this a I, like I feel this way, I need to do this, I wish this happened? Or are you seeing it as a whole, as we are people doing this, and I wish that we were doing better and kinder and more positive things like this? All we want to do is move for one instance that we're not really fond of, and we want to bring that into a positive light. But first, we must investigate those things that bother us. The fourth way to deal with people who constantly stress us out is to sort through all of our suggestions for reducing stress. Go through your usual. What are things that you usually like to do? What are things that make you feel comfortable and at home? These are things that don't stress you out. These are things that bring you joy, even in the slightest. So we really want to take a look at those things, but understand that not every coping mechanism will be as effective with every person or every situation. So what we're doing is taking a look, and I want you to take a look whenever this happens. The fifth and final way to deal with these people who constantly stress us out is to consider yourself to be tough. You're strong. Because when you do this, you give yourself the strength that you need to speak your piece and to really remind yourself of how positive your life could be if you stand up for yourself. You don't want to be a person who people can just constantly knock you down. You want to be a strong-rooted person like a tree. A tree stands tall and it's mighty, and you want to be the same way because you can move on and you have the capability to do this more than you might believe. But this other person who's constantly trying to drag you down, you can feel bad for them because you wish the best for them and they constantly want to do bad to you, but you can't stay in a relationship like that. You want to move yourself away from that, and you want to focus on how capable you are of being the greatest version that you could be. So I wanted to thank you for joining me in nature on calmness and tranquility. Peace.